Inside, outside, and all around the Irving-Grand Prairie Joint Fire Training Facility, these Irving firefighters are making sure they are ready to save life and property. But before all of this,
that's why we brought the A-team out here, right?
Firefighters start the day with some lessons and reminders about safety.
We're incorporating the Bluetooth stuff into live fire to get everybody familiar with the new voice amps, how to link them, how to pair them.
Soon, the simulated call comes in.
This is a drill. This is a drill. This is a drill.
And they're on the move.
Respond to reported structure fire. 4850 North Beltline Road. Engine 3, Engine 9, Truck A, Engine 12, Medic 4, 521. Respond to reported structure fire. 4850 North Beltline Road. Respond on Training A, cross streets, a corner, and press no lane.
We love our job and we understand the gravity of what we may be called to do, so we want to come out here and practice it in as realistic a conditions as we can.
Every action is a decision. Where to stage the vehicles, how to enter the building, and so much more. Every exercise is different and will always offer some surprises.
That's the best way to do it because we don't have a pregame whenever we go out onto a real scene. We don't know.
Command to dispatch, go ahead and start a second alarm.
One thing is pretty constant. You get an idea from our cameras inside and even firefighters' infrared cameras that sense heat.
It is pitch black, and I think that's the misconception most people have. You really can't see anything.
And you're looking and feeling and hearing for anything and everything. Sometimes you have to get really down low and you have to feel with your hands. Even with all the lighting that you have on your persons, it's still difficult.
And as you get closer to the seat of the fire, it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. And sometimes it's getting really hot and you still have not found where you need to be yet. And that is a little bit intimidating.
As they approach the fire, their priorities change in a split second.
When we found a victim, so our first thing was, let's get the victim out.
They didn't just bring the victim out and the scenario's over. They had to work the victim, they had to transport the victim.
And then we went back inside and attacked the fire.
This day's exercise has an audience closely watching from the combat tower.
I always wanted to be a firefighter.
They are students studying firefighting at the Irving Independent School District's Singley Academy.
The thing that attracts me is like the saving lives.
And you can see they're getting to do more than observe. Between scenarios, the students are helping out.
We have 4 kids that are going into the military that want to specialize in firefighting in the military. We have 2 kids that are going off to smaller departments, then they want to work their way back up to come to Irving.
The school and fire department plan to build on the partnership at this fire training facility.
We're one of the few schools that actually can get the kids certified to actually be able to go out and get a job after they graduate high school.
I feel great and thankful that I have this opportunity to see professional firefighters and how they work.
This training facility opened in 2017 and is already offering new challenges. This is a brand new structure to the fire training grounds. Tell me what kind of experience they're getting here.
They're getting experience in what would normally happen at an actual residential fire. Okay, where we'd climb on top of the roof and we would cut a hole to allow the smoke and heat to escape.
Back at the main structure, firefighters are responding to another simulated call. At first glance, it looks similar to the earlier exercise, but watch this one play out.
What we want them to do is do a full walk around the building to get an idea of what they're going into.
The firefighters enter through the front in search of the fire.
Okay, victim. Second floor, Charlie side window.
We staged the victim on the backside to see if the first in crew caught it. They didn't catch it, so they ended up having to go through the whole building to get to the victim.
So it took them extra time to find that victim and get him help. It will be one of the lessons they go over in these debriefing sessions.
If you are first on scene, try and get that 360-degree survey. Get that 4-side view of the building as much as possible to try and know what's going on the backside. We stopped truck 8 short. They were going around to the Charlie side. We stopped them short because we didn't want them to game the system here. Because on an actual house, you're not going to be able to drive around through the backyard, most likely.
If you're going to miss something, it's better to miss it now. That's what
yes, and that's the purpose of it, so that we can emphasize, because a lot of times most people learn from their mistakes.
And all units stand by, we have a Mayday rig for either the Alpha side, we have a firefighter on engine 3 down.
Pull his gloves off and pull his sleeves off backwards.
Continually doing this ensures that we do our job to the best of our ability and that we don't get hurt, or worse.
Commander Rick.
The day provides a range of lessons for Irving firefighters and those who might be among the next generation. ready to protect people and property in Irving.
We're prepared to come for you if there's a fire. That's what we train for, that's what we live for, that's why we're here.
Thomas Gandy for City Source.
Command received, command dispatch, primary search, all clear on the first and second floor.